All right, Shalom. Giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honor to apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to you sincere brothers out there pushing the truth across the four corners of earth. All right, Shalom to any of you sincere sisters listening and learning as well. All right, I'm the brother Priest Shaman of Great Millstone, Chicago. Just wanted to go into part two on the previous lesson, dealing with, divisions, because, ultimately, it's the Lord, it's Yahweh Shem Shai who had this word to go out, like it did. All right, scriptures talk about the line that's going to the end of the earth, all right, which is the internet. All right, so it's the Lord who manifested this word at the end in order for the elect to be sealed, in order for a ministry to be built up. All of these things had to happen according to prophecy. And yes, there are going to be divisions between believers and non-believers, all right, just like there have always been. All right, except this time, this is the true and pure thing. It's not like before where, there were all kind of holes in the doctrine or incorrect, false teachings or whatever. That's basically what the foundations of Catholicism and modern day Christianity are. Okay, but this is John 3. That's not what I wanted. It's a like. Okay, Luke 12 and 51. It says, "Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division." One of the things that was brought up at this recent World Economic Forum is called the Davos Agenda. All right, the Davos Agenda. It says it has these different themes to it, but basically here are the different themes. All right, we're seeing what Esau's lining things up for. It said fairer economies, tech for good, society and future of work, better business, healthy futures beyond geopolitics. All right. It says, and this is all to push for that one world government. Okay. All of this stuff. What do they call it? The fourth industrial revolution. It said to coincide with its 50th anniversary, the World Economic Forum has launched a new Davos Manifesto, a set of ethical principles to guide companies in the age of the fourth industrial revolution. All right, it says, we need the Davos Manifesto for a better capitalism. It says, generally speaking, we have three models to choose from. The first is shareholder capitalism embraced by most Western corporations, which holds that the corporation's primary goal should be to maximize its profits. The second model is state capitalism, which entrusts the government with setting the direction of the economy, has risen to prominence in many emerging markets, not least China. But compared to the two options, the third has the most to recommend it. Stakeholder capitalism, a model proposed a half a century ago, positions private companies as trustees of society and is clearly the best response to today's social and environmental challenges, right? So basically, this all links up, it's an agenda, all right? Not just an agenda, but this is an international agenda. Private corporations as trustees of society. All right, we just saw big tech, ban the president, off of these different platforms, so moves are being made, all right, because everything now is centered around this new technology. Everything is being centered around technology. The stage is being set, all right. Going to the days of analog, of playing outside, and understanding all these things as believers and followers of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, we already know the inevitable is going to come next, okay? They're talking about a reset. They're talking about all of this. But guess what? They're going to have to choose a currency. There are many different digital currencies, okay? But there are many different countries which, also want to create their own, or they want to get into market, with one. What a better opportunity for them to come with that mark that you cannot buy or sell. All right. And this is another reason why, the whole 501c3 thing, is a bad idea, because once you become joined to the government, once you make an agreement, which that's against the law, the apostles always go into that, making an agreement with the heathen. Once you do that, then that limits your ability to say certain things publicly. All right, and that's what the prophets were doing. All right, but this is back to Luke 12. All right, because the chick was saying, "Oh, we're all one body, one mind." Well, no, not everybody on the earth is one body and one mind. All right, but the Lord is dealing with a body. He is dealing with a certain mindset that you're supposed to have, which the elect want to have. All right, we do come together, and that's what you see when you see Great Millstone. You see one body, you see one mind. Okay, that's the example I'm gonna use, because you have many Israelites, but there's always some kind of drop off, with and that's not personal, but it's just the truth. There's some drop off. Okay, there's maybe some shady stuff that happened behind the scenes. All right, but that's not the important part. The important part is knowing that the elect of Yahweh Shem Shai is going to be of one body and of one mind. All right, this is Luke 12 and 51, and this is why there are going to be divisions, because a lot of people are going to support and back these little agendas and these ideas which are being given to the different world leaders, okay, and many are not. All right, and there are going to be many different divisions and people, section themselves off with different mentalities. We're seeing that now with the divisions amongst Esau. Okay, there are going to be even more divisions coming up. It says, Luke 12 and 51, it says, "Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth, Salakia? I tell you nay, but rather division." All right, so it's the Lord, man. It's the Lord making divisions, all right? Guess what? The Lord has it where his elect is going to be divided. Man, these people can't drive. His people are going to be divided against Esau, okay? The scriptures tell you what hath good to do with evil. All right? So you have believers and followers of Yahweh Shem Shai, but then you have other people who are into whatever philosophy that they're into. Guess what? The two are going to be separate. That's just how it is. That's how it's always been. And that's why you have Republicans and Democrats. You got two different houses amongst Esau in the political system, but they have two different ways that they want to approach, leadership. It says, verse 52, for from henceforth there should be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2 and 2 against 3. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, the mother against the daughter, but the daughter against the mother-in-law against the daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law. There you go. All right, so the Lord stirring up these divisions, man. Divisions destroy the house. Ultimately, this place is going to be destroyed. All right, but before it's destroyed, like I said, man, the Lord is splitting these people up, causing divisions. Okay, and ultimately, the heart of the king is in the hands of the Lord. All right, and the real kings of this kingdom are these people, in the background, not the people they proper. Oh, Jeff Bezos is the richest in the world. Elon Musk is the richest man. No, because Esau, we know, at a certain point they monopolized everything, so they had to split up, shares into different. You had just Standard Oil, right? They controlled the whole market or whatever. But then they had to, they told them, like, you can't do a monopoly because, then the game, doesn't look fair. So they split it up into different corporations and to, whatever way they did it, they're not going to tell you the exact way. But at the end of the day, certain families are in control of certain assets and certain resources, okay? The true kings of the earth. All right, but guess what? over those kings, which those are all Edomites, once again showing you that everything isn't fair and even. Over those kings is our king. Okay, that's why the scriptures say every knee shall bow, every tongue is gonna confess, every eye is gonna see. All right, but back to this, I'm gonna just finish off on this, all right, because this is why. This is a more part of the wine of Esau. This is another part of why these different nations are pissed off. All right, because Esau, he likes to change the narrative on things. He likes to switch up, change history. I was just talking to, I don't know if he's Jake. He could be Jake, but he told me he was Jewish or whatever, and he was telling me, yeah, did you know that 80% of the cowboys were all so-called black? Because we were talking about, the Cowboys now or Issachar, Mexicans. All right, but we were talking about in the Wild West. And I said, yeah. And I said, I didn't tell him, I was an Israelite, of course, but I told him, a lot of history has been kind of changed and certain parts have been lost, unless you really seek to find it. And he agreed, this is an older Edomite. And he agreed. He said, "Yeah, things find a way." But I could just tell, that once he saw that I knew that, those gears are turning in his mind. Like, oh my God, these people are looking up this kind of stuff. These people are finding out the truth about history, and that's Esau's greatest fear. All right, the truth. All right, the truth. What is it? A moth. All right. So hey, call all Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. It's the Lord, man. It tells you that in the Apocrypha, man. That certain wisdom which was given to the nation Israel, that's being given unto us again. All right. We're seeking those paths of our fathers. The elect is going to seek after that lot, okay, of prophecy of what Yahweh Shai promised to the disciples and the men of them. All right, and we're seeing that now. So, hey, Lord willing, this is edifying. This is a faith booster. Shalom, Baba Ball.